This is the Season 4 XM4 setup in Black Ops 6 and genuinely my favorite build for it. So I do use another build that has rapid fire in the 100 round drum mag. If you do want that build, I'll give you guys a bonus one, but this one is basically going to keep you off the radar while having no recoil and a lot of mobility. Like if you're going for a nuke, you probably want to use this build. Ladies and gentlemen, so for the first attachments, we are going to be going over to the muzzle, and obviously we are going to be adding the suppressor. Now, if you are rocking the rapid fire, which is pretty good if you're using the 100 round drum mag, then you can go on Nuketown and just spawn trap like crazy, but it just is a little bit difficult to use. So then, and you can't really get away with the suppressor, and the suppressor seriously makes nuke so much easier. Like in the gameplay, bro, I was spawn trapping on hideout. I wasn't playing on Nuketown for once, and it's so much easier to build up the streaks. Plus, there's absolutely no cons at all. Next up, we are going to be going over to the underbarrel, and we are going to be adding the Ranger foregrip. Now, if you are playing on a bigger map, you could take this off for a barrel. And I know how that sounds a little bit weird, that like, you can remove the recoil control if you're playing on the bigger map, but this gun doesn't have that much recoil, but it has a good amount of mobility where you can play aggressive with it. So I'm only really using this for that sprinting movement speed. What you could also do is that G grip if you want to feel like you have a faster ADS, but even with this one, like I don't have it unlocked, but when I was testing it out in a private match, I just feel like the Ranger for this gun is a little bit better, and it does help you hit like, a couple more shots on the enemy. Since the muzzle, we're not getting any recoil control, but this allows you to, just feel a little bit more fluid. Since this whole game is momentum based, you don't want to be getting those dead slides. This underbarrel is going to prevent that. Do you want everything in Call of Duty without having to play the game? Then you should check out my long-term sponsor, Guapsi. Guapsi is a team of real players that will load onto your account to legitimately grind anything that you wish. And this goes for all the recent Call of Duties and many other games. It will even get you iridescent so you can flex all the cool rewards. Seriously, there's no risk involved because they don't use an unlocked tool. They legitimately play in your account. And I've been with them for a long time and haven't seen a single negative review. And so if you want to save your time and energy, check out guapsi.com. For the next attachment, you guys can probably already guess it, since we do want to play aggressive with the weapon. The quick draw grip is a good option if you are playing a little bit slower. Maybe if you are doing the gunfighter build and you're just really letting the enemies push you, or if I'm doing the build with the rapid fire and that drum mag, then I will use the quick draw grip just so my ADS doesn't feel too clunky. But this build, since the ADS speed's already pretty good, I would rather cut down on like that slide to fire delay and that die to fire, and just, I don't really want any delays on my gun, making it so if I do need to play aggressive, I'm going to be able to easily play aggressive, and the ADS speed's already perfectly fine. For the next attachment, we are going to be going over and adding a magazine. Again, if you want the big build, use the extended mag 3, but extended mag 1 should be perfectly fine. You don't really need more than 45 rounds, and given you could even take off the magazine, go over to the stock, add the infiltrator stock, making yourself a way harder target to hit. It's just like, for me, I'm gonna run out of ammo, and that's gonna impact me more than like just being able to strafe a little bit faster. So I value personally a little bit more ammo over that, and it just kind of depends on the map I'm on. And then lastly, for the optic, we are going to be adding the Kepler micro, and then if you do want a pretty cool in the Dofrix, which is the one I should have actually been rocking in the gameplay, that is a pretty clean reticle. That here, I'll show you guys real quick if you haven't already seen it. It's probably my favorite reticle in the entire game. Even the Kepler is pretty nice too, but definitely use this build if you want to use the 5 attachment one. And then for the 8 attachments, we're going to go over here, we're going to add that reinforced barrel, increasing that bullet velocity as well as the damage range. If we do the long barrel, our damage range is 56 meters. You don't need that much. You need if your bullet velocity is only 750, that means you only have hit scan up to like 35 meters or like 40 meters, while your effective damage range is 57 in. So might as well have the reinforced. So then up to about 45 meters, you have hit scan. You don't need to lead your shots. And then you also have, a very good damage range across the board. And, tying that in with these other attachments just makes the Gunfighter extra good. For the stock, we are going to, again, add you could do the bounce stock or the infiltrator. For me, I'd rather just be able to strafe a little bit faster. And I feel like that walking speed's already fast. So when I am shouldering corners, like I don't really need to use the bounce stock on here. The buffer weight is cool, but you'll never be able to strafe again. Like the strafe speed is so unbelievably horrible, but the recoil control is cool. And then we are going to go over to the fire mods, and a little bit up to you guys. The rapid fire is super good. Like if I'm on a smaller map, I will definitely use the rapid fire because if you look at our bullet velocity and our damage range, like you're going to be good at any gunfight whatsoever, and I overall recommend it. It's just with the suppressor, it can be a little bit tough to hit the shots, and I know a lot of you guys do like to use the suppressor. So over here, like there's a lot of like initial kick, but if you're used to it, you're going to be perfectly fine. So really personal preference. Honestly, I would do something like this, or I would go over to the fire mods and then I would just add the recoil springs. So then you're just going to be that much more accurate, making it that much easier to kill those sweaty enemies. So more of a consistent build here. And if you want more of like the faster killing one, if you can't control it, just add the compensator and you should be perfectly fine. And again, you could add the big magazine, go on Nuketown and just go fucking crazy. Here's my secondary with the weighted stock in the Greco is so fun. But if you guys could let me know in the comments, like the pistol or what secondary you usually use, if it's the D1 sector. Honestly, I probably should start using the siren a little bit more since I'm getting a little bit bored of the Greco. But here's all my perks and everything, and let's get into the crazy hideout tactical nuke. We're on a new map. I bet you would never think that I wouldn't play on Nuketown, which honestly I've noticed a lot of this. Get your ass back here. That was kind of cool. We got the little wall bang in there. He probably thinks we're cheating because we are. So a lot of people just go play the 10v10 Nuketown, which is exactly me. Now, okay, I can't move. We got first game on of the day. I cannot move. I can't do anything at the moment. I've noticed the regular lobbies are a little bit easier because so many of the sweats are in the bigger are in the Nuketown mode. And I feel like that mode kind of pulled everyone from here. You still fight a lot of sweaty games, but so far for the first game on, this isn't too bad. There we go. See, I knew the proxy mine was there. I didn't hear it go off though, so I thought I was gonna die right there. I wanna. If there's one there, there should be more there, but I don't want to just tunnel focus on that because randomly they're gonna be behind us. And if they're behind us, then we're absolutely cooked. We're gonna miss every single shot, a couple extra, just to make ourselves a little bit more relatable. Oh, in case these guys are watching the video because they aren't too shabby at the game. Bro, the XM4 is such a classic, such a nice weapon. This guy's upstairs. You see his gun right there. It's called the heart. I think he knows how to jump up here. No, he doesn't know how to jump up. Got a couple enemies over here. Boom, we just look at the advanced UAV. We just shoot at. Yo, see, these maps are actually kind of enjoyable recently because I've been on Nuketown so much to where like 10v10 has been actually like so insanely stressful. I appreciate the follow Punk Saves. I'm not even streaming, but appreciate the follow. Yo, if you guys haven't seen the second channel, make sure you guys check it out. Seabass 2.0. That one I have, I like the content over there a little bit more. It's like more thoughtful in a way. I still enjoy this content. That was extremely scary. You see how many guys were there? My teammates were all there and they still ran up. Bro, we need a 24/7 of this. Okay, they could spawn in behind me. See how they're spawning so close to me? We don't have any ammo at all. Trying to maybe... Oh, you know what? Fuck, I gotta use the war machine. I wasn't gonna really use it, but for in this scenario, I gotta use it. I gotta use it if we're so close to a nuke. That's the nuke. The motherfucking nuke. First game on. First life. Given I did play a little bit ago, but I went and got some lunch. Moved around a little bit. There we go. That's how we get the XM4 nuke. Honestly, I kind of enjoy this more than Nuketown, so maybe I should do this more often. Just sometimes, bro. Oh, you know what it was? I was always trying to do like the season 4 mosh pit, like trying to show that new stuff. But then what it would give me is not that. Like it would give me face off. Face off, I don't like face off. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but face off to me, not the best. It's I don't care for the like the no streak playlist. Like I love to be able to use my streaks. Okay, I feel like a fucking... Wait, we got a Marine SP? I forgot that gun existed. KSV? I haven't used that gun in years. Okay. Bro, next year we should have like the wall running stuff, which is... I think that's going to be good, but I'm a little bit nervous for like if they're bringing back like the BO2 maps, like if they're doing kind of what Modern Warfare 3 did. I don't know if that's going to pan out too well. And you know what's also a little nerve-wracking is if all the attachments are super simple again, to where I'm like, there's not going to be variety within the builds. Like imagine if we get the same underbarrels, we get the same muzzles and everything. I feel like the game's going to die pretty fast. Like people are going to enjoy it. And I think it's like, yo, enemies, we gotta secure the point. What are we doing? This is why you guys are getting nuked. That's why the gameplay's 5 minutes long today. There's more reasons why, you know, the replayability on this game isn't the best, but I feel like that's one reason. Because I used to, as you guys can tell, I don't upload on this channel as much. Just because there's like, I miss when I could turn my AR into an SMG and vice versa and stuff like that, but now you can't do that. Always on my brain. And I think we gotta call this in pretty soon. Yeah, they all backed out of the game. They couldn't handle it. They're just getting absolutely spawn trapped. And yeah, I think we're gonna call this in at like 240. Or we can just call it in right now. I think we just call it in right now. Cheers to that, brothers. We got the heavens behind me. I can't see anything. There we go. An MG motherfucking B. Hope you guys did enjoy. That was a 50-1 gameplay. Wallahi. Sorry, that was cringy. Okay. Yeah, Reese. Sorry. I tried to fit in.